You telling me the guy that bought the land and did the CFO is not a citizen of the state? Or he doesn't know what he's doing? And you that you now got the land without any papers, without anything, you just decide to build on it. And that is why we don't have good infrastructure in that area, because the place is not well laid out.
There will not be any project that is carried out that is not properly approved before we go on. And it's not just paper approval. We'll have consultants checkmating the contractors. It's better to buy peace with a lot of money than to start to rescue yourself every day. So it's more like building Europe in Africa, the world, to do something in Africa that the African person can be proud of. A place that shows the richness of our culture, the richness of our people, excellence, a place which shows capacity to present luxury and yet affordable. Macarius is really our attempt to also make even people in the diaspora to desire to come to Nigeria despite all the odds. That, among many other reasons, is the reason for Macarius. There will not be any project that is carried out that is not properly approved before we go on. And it's not just paper approval. We'll have consultants checkmating the contractors on ground. That's one of the reasons why Macarius Luxury Place, though it has its own civil engineers and chartered builders, it's not actually building any of this. The only thing we have taken on by ourselves to do civil works is just the water display. Macarius has two major roads that are in front and at the back. Lekki Expressway in front and the regional road at the back. And lagosstate, being the ones putting in the regional road, had done a major drain. So straight away, everything from Macarius drains into that major drain that is regional. So every time it rains, all the roads that have been completed in Macarius, you'll never see a retention, because one of the things we committed to was very good drainage system. When you buy Macarius plot or a house, power, light, and sewage are at the edge of your plot. That is, if you buy a plot, all you now need to do is connect to our plot, connect to the power, connect to the water, and connect to the sewage. And if you buy a house, we've already connected it for you. And by the way, when we even say power, you will not see one electric pole in Macarius. If you see a pole standing, it is street light, which means that we have used the most expensive cables called armor cables to run 100 acres of land so that all power is underground, just as you see it in Europe. So if people want an estate that is cheap and that is compromised, Macarius is not their place. But if they want a place that is functional, that is beautiful, then Macarius is the place. And by the way, when you buy a Macarius 5-6 bedroom Deliazo for 350 million, it is the same house which 40 minutes away or 45 minutes away is for 600 million in Lekki Phase 1. The material with which it was built is the same. So what we have done is try to do excellent work at the same time at an amount you can afford. By the way, when you buy Macarius plot, you do not pay another extra money for legal. You do not pay another extra money for documentation. Once you pay, you just get your document. Let me also add, before we sold our land to you, We made sure we had a beacon sheet that meant that every pillar on your land is registered at Lagos State Lands. Before we sold our land to you, we got an approval of the estate, which meant that every plot, the design as it is, was also approved by Lagos State. What we are selling is a place you will go to bed and you have no fear that either the statutory authorities or some Omonile is coming to harass you on your land. It's better to buy peace with a lot of money than to start to rescue yourself every day from the consequence of cutting corners.